How much quicker is the new Volkswagen Golf R Mk8 than the Mark 7.5, the one before it? Well, we're going to find out by drag racing them over a standing quarter mile. So let me tell you about the new Golf R. 2-litre turbocharged petrol engine, 4 cylinders, 320 horsepower and 420 newton meters of torque. It's got a 7-speed automatic gearbox, launch control. It's got an upgraded all-wheel drive, which apparently can send 100% of the power to the rear wheels when need be. As quick as that. It's also got 2 new diffs, an E-diff on the front and an E-diff on the back for maximum traction and stuff. As a result of all that mechanical stuff, it's not the lightest car. It weighs in at 1,551 kilos. It's also quite expensive. £39,000 for a Golf. Quite a lot. That Mark 7.5 Golf from 2019, however, is still pretty expensive. It was like just under £36,000. It's also got a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine. So in that, the engine is producing 300 horsepower and 400 newton meters of torque. It's also got a 7-speed dual clutch automatic gearbox with launch control and all-wheel drive, though it's an older version of all-wheel drive, which isn't quite as good. I mean, it doesn't have the clever diffs at front or back either, but that does mean it's lighter. It's 1,483 kilos, if my memory serves me correctly. Anyhow, we're going to drag race them, see the difference. It's going to be very interesting. Anyway, let's get on with this.
Buying a new car? Then head to CarWow, and my team will help you find your next car at a fair price. CarWow, your one-stop car buying comparison site.
Now, before we get into the race, as ever, I'm going to do a sound check. So I've got this car in its sporty setting, the R mode. We're in R. Oh, I hate the way it changes the dials in R mode to these rubbish dials. Look, they're rubbish. But at least there's no soft limiter. Not in R mode. Is there a normal mode? Let's have a look. Nope. Sounds better in R mode though. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's hear the previous gen Golf R rev up. Go on, rev up your Golf R. Whoa. Has that got a soft limiter?
Yeah, just on about 3.8. It's on a soft limiter.
Now, I thought cars were getting quieter and more boring sounding, but in the case of the Golf R, that is not the case. All right, shut up, making that vacuum cleaner noise. Put my window back up. It's not particularly pleasant, that. This is way better, isn't it? Let me know what you think. Comments below. On this race.
3, 2, 1.
It had such a delay off the line. It's almost pointless. Are these even like related, these cars? That was embarrassing. May as well just done it on my own. I definitely launched, or time I launched a bit better. It was a bit hard in that car.
You can feel it release. So when you come off the brake and you're on full power for launch, obviously there's a delay from that surge of power. So I saw you just fire off the line and I was just waiting to let go.
Do you know what? I'm going to do this slightly differently. I'm going to give you a chance to get off the line and see if I can catch you.
Yeah, I think that sounds fair.
Now, all these dual clutch gearboxes have a slight delay when you lift off the brake to them actually dropping their clutch, so you have to preempt the hands going down to time it just right. So what I'm going to do now is let him look at the starter and try and time it as best as he can. And I'm going to look at him. I'm not even going to look at the starter, I'm going to look at him. And when he goes, I'm going to release the brake, which will give him an advantage. And we will see if this car is so much quicker than that one that I can still, despite all that, get past him and win. And if it does, anyone with an old Golf R will be chopping theirs in immediately to get the new one. Okay, starter's hands going up now. I'm now looking at him.
1.
There we go. This one has much less of a delay. He was off the line before me, but still, I had him and I feel smug. And I don't know why I'm talking in a Southern American accent that's really, really poor. It's a German car, I should be doing a German accent. You didn't beat me that time, did you?
That's mad. You couldn't have been fairer than that. I was actually rolling before you even moved. That's just a lot faster than this. That's progress, I suppose.
So then what exactly happened? Well, waiting for the old Golf R to launch took me half a second. And then the new Golf R did the standing quarter mile in 12.3 seconds. That's a total time of 12.8 seconds. Despite its head start, the old Golf R crossed the line 0.3 of a second later, completing the quarter mile in 13.1 seconds. Oh, bless it.
Now we're going to have a rolling race from 50 miles an hour with the cars in their comfiest, most economic, most relaxed setting, and call it in. Automatic mode for the gearbox as well. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. This wasn't particularly quick in kicking down. Oh, hello. Oh, goodbye. Definitely goodbye. When this is like in its comfy mode and efficient, it says efficient, E for efficient, it really is just like, oh, you want me to go quicker? Are you sure? Do you really want to? I'm supposed to be efficient. And then eventually it does what it's told and it does the job. Wasn't so embarrassing that time, was it, old Golf?
No, it was a lot closer, but I think the longer the runway, the bigger the gap at the end of this race.
I think there might be more of a gap now when we do the next rolling race. This thing always changes the dials when you put it into sport. It's bloody annoying. That is just crap. Occasionally this thing is like popping up stuff in the dash, and you might have heard it ping in the drag race. It was like, boom, area not recognised. It's like trying to be helpful, but it's not. Right, now we're going to do the same thing again, but this time we're in our sportier settings and with the cars locked in manual mode, starting in third gear. So I'm going to count it in. 3, 2, 1, go. It's picked up sweet. I don't have to change up, it auto changes, which is a bit annoying in a sports car. It means I can just put that down there and just, oh, look to my side and see. Oh, he's disappearing now. This is so quick. Just warming up for the brake test. Absolutely smashed him. Right, you got destroyed then, but I've got a question for you. Do you think that the difference between these cars is just 20 horsepower and 20 newton meters of torque? Or does it seem like more from where you're sitting?
I don't think it was the horsepower. I think that was all torque, if I'm honest. I could just see you pushing through the air easier than I was. It didn't seem that dramatic at the start, but as the speed gets higher and the wind resistance gets greater, I could just see you pushing through harder.
So that's quite a lot of words, which didn't answer my question. Do you think then that the effect is greater or equal to 20 newton meters of difference?
I think it's equal to exactly 20 newton meters of torque is making it that much faster.
Okay, let's move on. I disagree with him. I think it's more, feels like more. Okay, now we're going to have a brake test from 70 miles an hour. When we reach line full emergency stop, we'll see which car stops in the shortest distance. So that's a bit lighter. It's on 19-inch wheels as well, so slightly bigger contact patch might help him. Let's find out. Here we go, here comes the line. So, old Golf, you won one in the end.
Yeah, I won that. I'm pretty happy. It stopped quite well.
Now, do you think that people remember the last thing they saw with the old Golf winning, or overall they'll get the sense that this new Golf is definitely superior in terms of power to the old one?
Yeah, I think it's all about the power. That thing's just a rocket ship. The braking, there's so many different variants, but undeniably faster than everything else. So
you heard the man anyway. Also, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon to turn your notifications on. That way, you will not miss a single one of these cool uploads.